I'm Dr. Rachel Kerr, and I'm a program manager at the Office of Career and Professional Development.
And my name's Nalidi Saul, and I'm the director of the Office of Career and Professional Development at the University of California, San Francisco. Hi, everyone.
Welcome. Today we're going to talk about interviewing and the most important things you need to know when you're doing any kind of interview.
So there were kind of three main questions that the students and postdocs asked us that we thought we would cover. Rachel, could you sort of tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, so the first one is, why do good people make bad choices? And that's about understanding kind of what gets in the way when you're trying to find the situation that's right for you. The second thing is, what should you ask and when should you ask it? And that's going to come back to really understanding what it is you're looking for. And then lastly, what's a good answer? So after you ask those questions, what should you be looking for and listening for to make sure that what you're hearing is actually true? And so there's three reasons why good people make bad choices. And the first one is that they didn't look for it. So they didn't look for what the red flags might be, for what the things that wouldn't be a good fit for them are. So they weren't even looking out for what might trip them up. The second thing is that they didn't see it. So they looked for it, but they weren't able to hear it in the answers. They asked questions around it. They thought they heard the right answer, but they weren't actually picking up on what the people were saying that would tell them that this actually is not a good fit for you. And then the third one is that they deny it. So they knew what the problems would be. They saw them in the interview and they decided, like, that's actually not going to be a problem for me. I will overcome, or it'll be different once I join, maybe. Or that person's experience is that person's experience and has no bearing on what my experience would be. And those are the three things that we want to protect you against right now, so that you do find a place that's a good fit for you.
That first question about why good people make bad choices is really important for you to understand. And to do that, I just want to start off by just explaining for you sort of like what a toxic work environment is. So supposedly the official definition that I actually really like is one that says that a toxic work environment is one where the organizational culture or the people or something about executing the actual work causes you such distress that it negatively impacts your morale, your productivity, or other aspects of your life. This actually has sort of two flavors, however. There are environments that are toxic for everybody, and then there are environments that are just a bad fit for you. The way that this looks is that it might be an environment where, for example, there's like lots of bullying or lots of yelling, and so it's a bad fit for everybody, versus that your career path is to pursue a non-academic career path or a path that is beyond the academy. And this PI and this lab is really great at preparing people for faculty positions at Research One institutions. And so in terms of, it's a bad fit for you because the mentorship you might need, the opportunities that you might need, they might not be as easily available as if you went to a lab where, for example, there was a track record of actually individuals sort of going out into a wide range of diverse careers. The second thing that you can kind of just think about this is that one of the ways to break down sort of what a bad fit is, six things. It's your values. It is sort of like what you think is important and sort of who you are and what you bring to work. Can sometimes be if your strengths aren't recognized. So you might be the person who's willing to go the extra mile and nobody sort of like recognizes or rewards that. Or if your approach isn't appreciated. So if you say are interested in like an evidence-based approach, or you actually don't believe that yelling is appropriate and they do. So the kind of like a communication approach is different. If your overall work style in terms of like how you organize yourself, how you make decisions, how you handle conflict isn't really appreciated or recognized or rewarded. Or finally, if your goals, as in you basically want to pursue a particular career path, and there isn't a lot of either information or support or acknowledgement of people actually going into that career path, and you don't feel supported, that's another example of what it looks like if you're in an environment that's not a good fit. So there are sort of like these different ways about really unpacking what a a bad fit is. And it's just as important because of the third thing, which is that when you interview in environments that are toxic for everybody, usually, or you kind of engage them, usually if people seem happy, they're faking it. They're just like, yeah, this is a great opportunity and there's just such, cutting edge research here. Versus if you basically interview at a place that's a bad fit, or if you rotate at a place that's a bad fit, you sometimes get confused because these people are really happy, but being curious about their career path and how they do their work and what they like about their environment is going to be important to you to really kind of assess not just that it's a healthy, functional environment, but that it's healthy and functional for you.